Leon, what's up, man? Grab a mic. It's for you, bro. So you pulled over, you read the sign, you looked at it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You were like, you looked at it. I'm like, what's going on, man? How you doing? And you said you're struggling. So right away, for somebody like me that I struggle as well with whatever regular stuff. I don't know. Let me see. You might have turned that mic off, bro. Let me just check you out real quick, bro.
I think so.
Yeah, you good, bro. Don't worry about it. You good. Don't even stress it. Okay, cool. There you go, bro. So, Leon, right?
Yes.
So you was riding your bike. You came by, you looked at the sign. The sign says, come speak. You know what I'm saying? Let's have a conversation. And the conversation, like, obviously could be about anything. But like I said, when I ask you what's up, you're like, yo, I'm struggling. And for somebody that doesn't know me and I don't know you, you can't like that's deep, bro. For your first words to somebody is that you're struggling. So I kind of want to know what's going on, man. Like, talk to me, bro. You don't even have to talk about your struggles. We could just have a normal conversation. You'd be surprised, man. Normal conversations could just clear your mind up, man. It don't even gotta be about much, man. It could be about sports, whatever. It don't even matter. So what's on your brain?
Yeah, just sad what dating in America, more specifically what in New York, has turned to.
Yeah, in what way?
Well, I've seen the shift happen since like 2006, and it went from if you're a decent guy, you have a pretty good chance to find someone decent. Nowadays, it's like you could be a tree planted in the ground; they just walk right past.
You talk about in the world of dating, you mean?
Yeah.
So what do you feel like nice guys finish last or something like that? Or do you feel like it's deeper than that?
It's, I guess you could say, a little bit of both.
Yeah.
It's just, I mean, it's more evident now that I turned 30 a few months ago.
Yeah.
So that just makes it worse.
Sure. I mean, it's not easy to find somebody, man. It takes time, bro. It takes time.
Yeah, I mean, I was trying since I turned 21. And once I hit 30, I was like, yep, time's up.
So what about you feels like you're undateable?
I'm too good of a person.
Oh man, tell me about it, man. Tell me about it. But you know what? I actually thought that. Let me get closer to you, bro. I actually thought that about myself for a very long time. Like when I turned about 18, I thought, listen. I don't think I'm nobody so special, but like I know I'm a good person. I feel like most people think they're good people, or at least try to be good people. And in the dating world, man, sometimes especially generally speaking, obviously, women, sometimes women can take advantage of nice people and men can take advantage of nice women. You know what I'm saying? It can go both ways. But, I think it's important to remember you can't change yourself for nobody. And the reason why I say I went through what I went through is because I found somebody. We're together 8 years. You know what I'm saying? And the thing that she loves about me the most is that I'm good, and I'm honest, and I'm a good dude. You know, I don't have much. I'm not rich. I'm rich in spirit, at least I try to be. But I don't have a lot of money. I'm not 5 feet tall, bro. You know what I'm saying? Now you a big dude, man. You know what I'm saying? Women like teddy bears, man. You know what I'm saying? Women like teddy bears, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Well, when I usually hear that term, I usually just put allegedly at the side of it
Shit,
because
allegedly?
that's usually how it turns out. It's allegedly what they want. Because from what I've been seeing, and I usually observe very quietly, it's just you know they say they want one thing but respond to something else.
Sure.
So they say they want a good guy but always respond to the bad guy. So
Yeah.
it's like what in the name of Batman and Catwoman is going on here?
Well, what's your dating pool like, man? Like, what are the type of women that you try to go after? I'm not saying it's your fault, you know what I'm saying? But like, sometimes you gotta look at the type of women that, like, there is obviously a lot of women out there, a lot of people out there that, you know, like what they like and might go after the bad guy or whatever the case may be. But you know, sometimes you just gotta stop looking. Not saying that you're at this super big avid search, but I think the less you look, the more you find, bro. That's my advice to you, man. Like sometimes somebody's gonna stumble upon you the same way I stumbled upon you and you stumbled upon me in the park, man. You know what I'm saying? It's that easy. You know? Sometimes you can just meet somebody in a coffee shop, man. A woman thinks you're very nice and she likes that, man. You'd be surprised. I'm telling you, there's women out there that like nice guys, man. You know? It's just a process. But what you're doing right now, I have to give you a lot of credit, man. You got to give yourself a pat on the back because you're doing, like, you was riding your bike, man. Like, riding your bike, exercising, doing that, that's the best thing you could do is getting yourself right. Because one thing that I learned personally is, you can never look for a woman or anybody for that matter to complete you. You have to be able to offer the best version of yourself to a woman or to your partner, you know? And what you're doing right now, just by riding the bike in the park and getting your mind right, man, you're preparing for it, man. And you're doing everything you can. You deserve credit, bro.
Well,
You got to go home once in a while, look in the mirror, and give yourself a high five in the mirror, man, for real. Because you're doing right, man. You're doing right by you. And a woman's going to see that, and she's going to be attracted to that, bro. I'm not a dating expert. I'm just giving you the real, man. It's a regular dude just like you.
yeah, I've been trying. I was away from New York after my discharge in the Army. Went back to the same state I was because I had met a girl there while I was just waiting on, hearing if I was going to get security clearance and whatnot. I didn't because, I'm home. Yeah, I thought I was going to work out with her, but things greatly changed in the short time it took me to gather myself together from when I got discharged last October till when I was finally able to drive back to Missouri in January. And
You good, bro?
and then after that, it's like I got there, literally made it the same day of January 23rd is when I left. Like I left super early in the morning, like around probably 5:30 a.m. or something like that. And I was on the highway. She told me, my job let me go at, Curry Chevy because they were downsizing. So she said, why not come to her state where cost of living is way cheaper, which it was. Gas was way cheaper, which it was. Although some section in Brooklyn, matches that area, so
Sure.
it's no big deal. And then on top of that, I get there like around 10:30 at night, same day, and she treats me like I'm a stranger, like we was not hanging out any chance I got when I was just, sitting around on post waiting to know what's going on with me.
Yeah.
And that cut deep. And then I'm not, trying to put no business out there of hers, but long story short, it didn't end nicely before I left, and I'll just leave it at that. Just reason why I don't go for ones of my own color. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Ones of your own color, you said. So like black women? Okay. Listen, bro, I'm not black, as you can see, but I can tell you, like, man, like, it's not a reason to give up on a race, man, for the same reasons you might think, there's stereotypes out there about certain types of races and stuff like that. Like I said, it's coming from me. I'm not black, you know what I'm saying? But I can just give you the real, like, I'm sure not every black woman's the same. I'm sure there's like traditions, obviously, in certain, cultures that may encourage certain things and stuff like that. But generally speaking, man, you can't give up on a whole race of women because of one or two, maybe even three or four, like, but at the end of the day, you're gonna like what you like anyway, if that's your type, man. If you are attracted physically to black women, then there will be a black woman that comes along that's gonna like you, man. You just gotta keep, listen, you can't, you throwing your whole, I guess you could say, dating mindset away because of one girl. There's like, if I try an apple and I don't like the way the apple tastes, now I can't eat apples anymore. You know what I'm saying? It don't work like that, bro. And it's a very corny example, but it relates, man. I've met a lot of very sweet, kind black women, very sweet, kind, white women, all types of people, bro. You know, my fiance has some melanin in her, you know. She's very sweet. You know what I'm saying? So I can tell you from firsthand experience, you know, but I say all that to say, man, you just can't give up, man. Can't give up on the dating pool, man. There's plenty of nice guys out there that's married and happy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Plenty.
Well, they probably got a chance to do it early because
Man, you talking
Go-
like you talking like you're 60 years old, dog. How old are you? 30?
30, but my stress age is 130.
Oh man, I know, bro. I get it, bro. I get that, bro. But you're doing what you're doing right now. The best way sometimes to just zoom out, you know what I'm saying? Be like, yo, get some of that stress off. Is just talking to yourself. When you get home, literally like a madman, bro. I'm talking like straight jacket shit, bro. Like talking to yourself like, yo, man, I got it. I'm good. I'm gonna go to the park today. I'm gonna ride a bike. And that's what you did, bro. You deserve credit for that, man. If nobody's gonna give you credit, I'll give you credit. And if I can give you credit and I just met you, and you can give yourself credit, you've been knowing yourself your whole life. You cannot get down on yourself because of the way you are, bro. I'm not a bad guy. I'm not one of these like, you know, as much as I like to think I am, I'm not one of these like cool guys that, you know, women are attracted to and like stuff like that. I just happen to be a very honest person, a decent person, you know? And yeah, I mean, I've been through different women in my life, but here I am. And I got played. I got played a bunch of times, bro. That just comes with it, man. You know? But like I said, I say all that to say, man, you good, bro. But it starts with yourself, man. It starts by giving yourself a pat on the back once in a while, man. And I guarantee you seem like you're in good shape, but, you know, you can get into better shape. I can get into better shape. Everybody can pretty much get into better shape unless you're like David Goggins or something. You know what I mean? But, like, on the real, though, like, you get yourself into nice shape. You know how to treat a woman. You're romantic. You're kind. You're good. You're good, bro. Trust me. Trust me. But it starts with the confidence, man, because not a lot of women, and I'll tell you this to be honest and straight up with you, not a lot of women want to be with a guy that's sorry for themselves, man. Now, there's a difference between being honest and being vulnerable and just being sorry for yourself all the time. And I'm not saying that you're sorry for yourself. I'm saying in this moment, when I met you, when I saw you, I got that vibe like you're just down. You're down on yourself, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I'm down on myself really because, since I got back to New York from Missouri, thanks to the help of my folks, organizing things for me to, fly back here.
Right.
I was struggling to find work. I mean, I finally found something, checked UPS's website one day and then boom, there it is. They have driver positions open. I'm like, all right, cool. So did all the preliminaries. Some of my information is still in their system from when I did seasonals with them. And so did their road test, passed that like 2 Fridays ago. And now, after I finished their online training, I just got to wait for the orientation on the 8th next month.
Okay. So you're getting your life in order, man.
Yeah.
You have to give yourself credit, bro. It's hard, though, because I've been in many situations. I probably was like this 2 weeks ago, where I felt like I have my shit together. Look at me. Look what I'm doing. I'm sitting in a park talking to people, bro. I ain't making no money from this shit, bro. But I'm trying to do something, man. I'm trying to do something. And you're trying to do something. And that is going to pay off in the long run. I promise you it's going to pay off in the long run. I'm not a motivational speaker. I probably got as much money as you. You know? But, like, I believe, bro. I believe in myself. I believe in my process, and you gotta believe in your process. And when you believe in your process, there's gonna be a woman out there that's gonna believe in you and your process. You know? But it starts with you, bro. But you deserve credit. Because I'm not saying you're not doing any of that. You're doing that now. You just rode a bike, man, in the park, man. That's what you're supposed to do. It starts with the mind, bro. You gotta get your mind right, man. And everything else will follow. You could be the most handsome dude in the world, 6-pack, all that stuff, bro. But if your mind ain't there, then none of that matters. Get your mind right, everything else will follow. You believe in what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I'm also doing school online.
Mm-hmm. So you're getting your mind and your finances right, man.
Yeah, so far I've been passing my stuff, just a 1 A-, a B, and so far for my current class, I got an A, so.
Okay.
It's my aunts always told me like, you're a smart kid. Like, I mean, look at your grades; they reflect that. Blah blah blah. And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but success without a good lady by your side equals nothing.
Well,
I mean,
I think
except for the big guys like Bezos and Musk and all that.
yeah, but like there's truth in what you're saying. I'm not saying you're saying anything that's wrong. I mean, everybody. I feel like most people want a companion. I think that's an essential part of life. Love is part of life. You know. But who told you that before? You said your aunt, right?
Yeah.
That's love right there, man. Is it a wife? Nah. You can't do things with a woman that you could do with your aunt. You know what I'm saying? But that's love though. You know? And you gotta be grateful for that, man. Because some people don't have it. Now, I'm not the type of person that likes to be like, oh, it could be worse. You know, other people have it worse. But it does kind of shift your perspective, at least, you know, when you look into it. You know, like, damn, like some people don't even have an aunt. Some people got nobody that they could rely on that's going to big them up. You know, it's going to tell you that you're smart and all these different things. But 30's not old, bro. I got news for you, man. I think, you want to know why I say that? Because I've thought to myself that I'm getting older, which is why I started doing this. I'm like, damn, I got to get my shit together, man. I can't keep doing the same 9 to 5 I've been doing. It's not going nowhere, you know? But I realized, like, in the grand scheme of things, you're always going to think you're getting older, you know? When I was in my 20s, I thought I was getting older. When I was 18, I'm like, damn, I'm a grown-ass man. Yeah, okay. Imagine thinking that when you're 18, like, I'm grown. Then you fast forward like 10, 12 years later, it's like, I didn't know what the fuck I was talking about when I was 18, bro. I was a completely different person. But you gotta give yourself grace, man. It starts with giving yourself grace, and it starts with just understanding that you're a human being and you're doing the right things. Hello, how you doing?
Hello, say hi.
What's up, buddy?
Say hi, Mama.
Hello. Good afternoon.
What's up, girl?
Yeah, you gotta give the love. Yeah, spread that love.
That's what it's all about.
We have not a lot of greatness right now.
Yeah, man. Gotta spread that love, man.
Spread it, because trying to take it away from us.
Hi.
What's trying to get taken away from you?
Oh, peace. Our rights.
What you talking about?
I don't want to get into like a political war,
Okay.
So.
No, you're good. Well, listen, I'm just here opening conversation. So I'm not like, believe me, I think politics is like such a low form of conversation. I feel like there's just so much more out there that people can have
Yeah.
conversations that's more just like productive and can just make your day better. You know, because politics is just goes into a rabbit hole with too much negativity, man, on all sides. So,
That's true.
you know, but what you're doing right now, like, God bless, man. You're out here, you're walking your dog.
I'm a dog walker.
There you go. Walking dogs, spreading
So I'm
love.
walking with you,
Walking dogs,
absolutely.
spreading love. God bless you. I hope you have a wonderful day. And get your
Yeah,
mind
I
there.
just
Try to
lost
get your
another
mind.
friend, so it's
Oh.
not going to be easy.
What's-
I'm kind of mourning.
Another dog or
No,
person?
a human.
Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that.
Sorry to hear that.
A friend of many years.
Yeah.
You know, she got pancreatic cancer and went fast.
Oh man, I'm so
she was
sorry about
younger
that.
than me.
Oh man.
Well, 2 years, but still.
Yeah. Well, I'm very sorry
Well,
to hear
that's
that. man.
2, because my stepbrother died a few weeks ago.
Hmm.
And I know things come in 3s, so I'm like, I'm hoping I'm wrong,
Right.
but usually it comes in 3s.
I thought that for a long time, but I think it's superstition. And I think it's not all the way true, but I have heard that. My mom kind of told me that when I was growing up. But I realized it really, don't think like that. If something's going to happen, it's going to happen organically, not because of superstition.
No, I'm not thinking, I'm hoping I'm wrong. Like I said, I'm hoping that there is.
Yeah.
something.
Oh, you're good.
But these days,
Yeah. I understand. I
it's
get it.
easily going to happen.
I get it. Well, listen, like I told my young friend right here, Leon, what's your name, man?
Stacy.
Stacy. Nice to meet you, Stacy. Like
What's
I
your
told
name?
Brandon. Brandon, yes. I was talking to my friend here. Just met him the same way I just met you. I just talk to strangers. That's what I do. Like what he was doing today, like he told me that he was going through something. And I told him, hey, listen, you're out here, you're riding your bike. Step number 1, you're riding your bike on a beautiful day in the park. What you're doing is also a step 1. It's walking your dog, a dog, somebody's dog, just like getting your mind clear.
So they're my babies, even if they're not my babies.
There you go. But that's a beautiful thing, and you need to continue to
Right?
do that.
Are you my baby girl? Even though you growled at Max? Yeah, I know. He was awful to me, but I know. You ready to go? We'll have a wonderful day.
You too.
I hope it gets better.
And you the same. Be well. And it will. Just let things happen. What do you know? People be going through shit, man.
Yeah.
You know, you never know until you know.
Yeah.
But that's just an example, bro. You know? But like just like that young lady's doing, you're doing the right thing too, man. So you need to continue to get your mind right and offer the best version of yourself to women, because there will be a woman out there that accepts you for that, man. You believe what I'm saying? Man to man, bro?
Yeah.
For real. Give yourself credit, man. Starts with you.
Yeah, I'll try. Just gotta, just basically start with, finally focusing on my day one at UPS, and then
Okay?
just go from there, because I gotta essentially rebuild myself, like get myself, another console, even though the prices went up by like $50 for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
So, instead of me paying $600, I'm paying $650.
Everything's going on, man. Everything's going up in this fucking city, man. People losing their minds out here, bro.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, bro. The best thing you can do is focus on yourself, man, because I don't know anymore, bro. I'm paying like $2,000 for a fucking kitchen, bro.
Cheap.
Tired of this shit, bro. Tired of this shit, man. Can't even walk in my house sometimes, bro. God bless, I got a good woman next to me that's helping me out. What do you think about the whole, like, the man should be, the guy that holds everything down, pays all the bills, blah, 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 and the woman needs to stay home? How are you on, like, tradition in that sense?
Well, considering how there was a paradigm shift, as I said, since 2006 in terms of that stuff, and then everything became transactional, like you're going for a daggone.
What happened in 2006? Talk about the crash?
Oh,
the crash was 2008.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I'm talking about is, referring to society and how they view dating and the values in it and stuff. Nowadays, like, especially when hookup culture take off.
Oh, yeah.
No one valued deep connections anymore. They just wanted a quick, hi, and then bedroom. I'm like, what?
Well,
I don't believe in hookup culture. If I'm gonna,
for sure,
date a lady, it's gonna be intentional.
Right there, you got an old soul, man.
Yeah, to walk down the aisle.
Yeah, because what's the point? Yeah, if that's not, I think culture in general, especially Western civilization, talk about America, like, yeah, I mean, the culture shift, there probably has been one. I feel like, especially nowadays, it's probably easier for people to, obviously with the internet and everything, you can meet somebody, get a quick hookup, do what you gotta do, but it's not. But you know what, when you think about it, bro, there's never been a perfect time in society in terms of like dating. Cause you think about the 1920s, dudes was coming home and beating ass. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You couldn't even be a woman in a household without a dude smacking you in the lips, bro. Yeah, I'm probably wrong. I'm probably exaggerating a little bit.
No,
but I'm saying though, like that was somewhat part of the. I feel like that's part of the culture a little bit, at least back in the day. Where nowadays things are more cool.
Yeah, that was more. It was at its peak in the 50s until things changed. I mean, things changed for the better after the 50s. And stuff like.
You think the 50s, the 1950s was peak dating civilization for men and women?
Well, I would say it got a lot better for women on women's behalf after the 50s, because it was a time where courts were actually saying, okay, like, why are there so many women showing up here with black eyes, bruises, all this, that, and the third? And then they realized, oh, sugar honey iced tea, domestic violence. And that's why we had all of those cases pop up out of nowhere, where men as a collective was told, hey, chill out on your wives. Like, goodness, like, you're meant to love them, not hurt them. And then, cases of that slowly but surely decreased to the point that you barely hear about it nowadays. But still happens, yes, but not to the severity as it was in up to the 50s.
Sure.
Because the way Family Guy put it, yikes.
Yeah, but shit, you couldn't even be a black dude dating a white woman in the 50s.
Oh yeah, I know
Yeah,
that
shit
part.
kicked daddy.
Oh yeah, I know that part. I mean,
You know what I'm saying? So was it really peak?
I
I don't
technically,
know.
no.
Listen, everybody's got an opinion. I'm just playing devil's advocate with you, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, there's always gonna be a time where things could be better and things was better, things was worse. But when you think about stuff on a greater scale, especially in that aspect, we think about America and like different decades and shit like that. Man, listen, you think I like AI? You think I like all this shit that's going on?
I mean, we were warned by the first Terminator movies, but no one was paying attention.
Shit, man. I know. It's a crazy world out there, man, you know? But I say that because it's like, you know, we're in a time in history now where it's like people are losing their freaking minds. People can't even be graphic designers no more. You can get a graphic design for free online in 5 minutes, you know? But there's also a lot of beautiful things that's going on right now, you know? So it's just like, I don't know, bro. Maybe I'm rambling, man, you know? But
No,
I think the reason why you sat down is because you were struggling and you were down on yourself, and I hope that by having a conversation with you, you walk off this bench and you feel a little bit better about yourself, you know?
yeah, I mean, I'm not like, all the way down. It's just,
Right.
just random things on my mind, like, rampancy.
Yeah,
It's not just for computers, it happens to people as well. But
yeah,
other people view it as, a person going insane or losing their mind. But, that's what rampancy is. Like, you basically, how do I put this? Like, say, for example, King Arthur and his round table. You're basically talking to yourself at a round table, and you're basically essentially like vividly visualizing other parts of yourself around that table. And it's like, you can't come to a unanimous consensus about, how to move forward about certain things or how to agree or disagree with certain topics and blah, blah, blah. Basically, everything that everyone saw Cortana go through in Halo 4. If you've ever played Halo.
I played Halo, but I don't remember it well enough, to be honest with you. Was too young, bro. You know what I'm saying? People talking too much shit online, man. I had to get the hell off of that motherfucker. See, Halo started all the problems in this world, man. I'm telling you, bro. Get online, you start playing with motherfuckers, man. Start calling you all types of names, bro. That's where it started, man. Started with Master Chief, man. Master Chief is to blame for all the bullshit that's going on in this world, bro. I swear to God, bro. It's that motherfucker, man. I'm telling you, bro.
Well,
All the shit that's going on right now, just blame it on that dude, bro. Blame it on that guy who made that game. Can you sing the song well? I can't do it.
nah.
You can't do it? I know you tried, bro. I know when that menu button came up, bro, when you was playing Halo, she just came up. You was looking at it, it's like,
Most times I just let it play on its own and just, mellow out to it.
Hell yeah, bro. That's meditation music right there, bro.
Yeah. I mean, heck, back when the game was really popular, people, found like a nice empty staircase and the acoustics was just chef's kiss.
Oh, man. Hell yeah, bro. They got to give that guy a fucking medal.
Yeah.
20 years later. Hey, yo, that freaking
soundtrack
that you made 20 years ago, bro. That motherfucker a couple dollars, man.
And it was all thanks to two kids in their garage in St. Louis, Missouri.
Is that how Halo started?
Yep.
Holy shit.
Yep. Two kids started it off, and but back then it was first called Myth, and then when Xbox picked it up, Microsoft, then that's when it became Halo Combat Evolved.
Yeah. So you a video game guy?
Yeah, a game, but currently don't have a console due to past living arrangements.
Okay.
Yeah. So now I gotta essentially rebuild my life for the third time now, and work, save up, pay down some of my debts, and get my things back. Cause
Yeah, but you got the right mindset about it. See, a lot of people love things so much that they gotta have it when they gotta have it. You know, a motherfucker take out a student loan to get an Xbox. You know what I'm saying? Real shit, bro. Put that shit in you know, put that shit on the back end, put that shit on the firm, you know, pay that shit off $20 a month. See, but you getting your life together, bro. That's a beautiful thing. You know?
Yeah,
It's a
I
beautiful
feel.
thing.
I mean, you know, I can't afford to, you know, stay stagnant for too long. I don't like to stay still for too long. I mean, I don't know if that's because of my past history with ADHD, which I grew out of thanks to gaming, because you know it helps center all the noise into one direction.
Whoa. Hold on a second. Are you telling me you think video games help with ADHD?
It helped me.
Shit. Well, I'm happy to help somebody because it didn't help my ADHD, bro. Shit. Bro.
It helped me.
That's good though. How'd it help you just kind of made you lock in?
Yeah. I mean,
Help you focus on something.
the first game I ever got was, you know, OG Xbox with Crash Bandicoot Wrath of Cortex.
Oh man, Crash Bandicoot, bro. That dude, he had to be one of the best dancers. Dancing cartoons in the history of dancing cartoons, man. Yo, my son Crash Bandicoot could have been in the Jabberwockies, bro. You know? On some shit.
Yeah.
That guy was nasty. When that menu screen used to pop up, you used to see that motherfucker just doing all types of shit. But that's good though, bro. That's good that it helps you, man. So consider that an investment into yourself. If you feel like video games help you focus and it helps you, I guess, take your mind off of things, as long as it's not straying you from your goals, your ambitions, go for it.
It wasn't. I mean, my folks thought it was because, you know, they feel that I should have been out more socializing and stuff. And I'm just like, out of all the things I could have been doing that would have either cost me money, cost me a rap sheet, or whatever else in between, y'all worried about me being at home where you can find me.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what? I know somebody that has a child and she always talks to me about the fact that her son is always in the house and doesn't really go out and socialize. And I try to tell that there is beauty in that, but I also think your parents had a point, man, which is why I'm doing what I'm doing now. Cause my man, I could be in the house right now playing Fight Night Champion. You know, my favorite game. I'll be whooping ass in that game. You know, I could be in my house right now playing Fight Night, man, but instead I'm out here socializing. And, you know, I think video games as a whole,
it helps,
but your parents do know something, man. Like socialization is important. Getting out there is important. You know, video games, sometimes it's just something that's good to help you kind of unwind, maybe later on in the day. But from a social aspect, I think we are losing a war to video games, man. I don't mean to make it sound so detrimental. Video games are cool, bro. But I feel like a lot of people now are just kind of just trapped in the house, bro. You know? And they're just locked in because video games, here's my opinion. If you're handling your business, if you're out there and you're doing what you got to do, and go play video games for a couple hours. But if you're not on task, then I feel like video games like that, that's it's almost like an abyss, you know, because unless you're a professional gamer or you're really trying hard to be a professional gamer, there's really not much to accomplish in the long run, you know?
Yeah, I mean,
so,
as for me, I only recently started making a Twitch channel, but
yeah,
again, up until recently, I wasn't able to do it no more because no console.
Yeah.
And all my stuff went with it and blah, blah, blah. But I'll get it back again.
Yeah.
You know, I just don't like starting over, but apparently it's part of life, so.
It is, 100%. That's what I'm doing right now. It's starting over. It's a part of me starting over, bro. I'm 30. We damn near the same age. I've been doing the same job for 8 years now. Cool job, all good, right? But it's not enough for me, bro. So I'm like, let me just reset my mind frame. Let me reset what I actually want. And what I want is human interaction. I want people to talk to each other. And that's my reset. And if your reset needs to just be you getting on your own 2 feet and focusing on yourself and bettering yourself, then that's part of it, bro. And I wish you the best of luck with that, man. And just by you sitting down and talking to me, bro, like that's part of your reset, man. Consider this moment right now part of your reset, man. You know? And when we wrap up, I'll give you my number, my Instagram, whatever, and you could just, if you ever need to just talk to somebody, bro, you know, I'm here for you.
Yeah. I just hope one day, you know, I mean, given, you know, current climates of the world, you know, I just hope one day people could just, you know, let go of small, tedious things that's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're worried about Commander in Chief. Well, not me specifically, but I'm saying like those out there who think it's an issue. They're worried about the, you know, a section of the White House getting redecorated, and I'm like, oh. Even though we have more issues like, you know, helping Gaza rebuild and stuff, because I always see the ads pop up on YouTube all the time.
Bro, that shit's so annoying, man.
It's
I'm
like,
sorry, bro. Like, I hope everybody out there in Gaza is good. You know, like, I don't wish nothing on nobody, but man, that's just like on both sides. I don't care if it's coming from Israel, if it's coming from Gaza, whoever. Like, bro, I'm just trying to watch a compilation of, you know, sports highlights, bro. And that sounds very like that could sound very like
yeah, out of context. I know.
Not even out of context, but basically what I just said could probably sound like kind of like, you know, selfish. And I don't mean to come off that way, you know, but I'm acknowledging that might have sounded very selfish, but you know, I sometimes just can't apologize for how I feel. Like if I'm just trying to leisure out and enjoy my day, like I don't want to know about these kids that starving. That shit just, it's like, damn, man. And you don't even know what's true and what isn't. So it's just like, you know, maybe that's just coming from me and my American, you know, my spoiled American lifestyle, you know, but like, that's how I think sometimes, man. It's just like, damn, bro, can a brother just watch a YouTube video, man? Like, shit.
Yeah.
But then again, what advertisements are even good, bro? Like selling me Febreze and shit like that. Like, you know, ain't really no good ads out there, bro. I definitely don't want to see no starving children, man. But, yeah, bro, it's like, shit, man. Yeah, I mean, we deserve a peace of mind, and I don't think, like, you know, I never thought politics was ever going to bring anybody a peace of mind, man, because it's just a never-ending cycle of problems. I don't know. That's how I look at it, man. That's just my opinion.
Yeah. Either way, you know, there's some good being done, and yes, we can also say there is some bad being done. But, you know, my only point is let's not dwell on that. We got like people got so many more things going on in their lives. Like, for example, like there's people who are worried about, you know, EBT going, you know, leaving the chat, so to speak, come the first of next month, and I'm just like, I've never heard of EBT until, you know, I was with you know, dealing with the living arrangement I had.
Yeah.
And like,
well, that's a good thing.
After I did research and read up about it, I'm like, oh, so it's like, you know, a way to help a person get groceries when they need the extra help. So,
yeah.
And then, but then I went to ground.news and I see that, like, oh, it's because there's people who've been on it for literal decades.
Yeah, they need it, bro.
And then they, you know, basically resign themselves to just using that for their, I guess you could say, I don't know, means of living or something.
Yeah.
And I'm just thinking to myself, like, huh. And then I see the TikTok clips from like, who was it? I think it was Alpha TV and I think Araco TV on YouTube. I've seen clips of that going on, and I'm just like, but y'all look clearly able-bodied. I mean, granted, those who actually have disabilities and whatnot, by all means, use the help that's available to you. But it's like you're able-bodied, but yet not a single one of y'all going online saying, "Hey, does anyone know anyone hiring or whatever the case may be?" And I'm just like, so y'all want to allegedly stay at home and essentially make the government your husbands, or like what's going on?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes people grow up and they need it, man. Like, and I'm not one that thinks that anybody should depend on the government for anything, but sometimes you have to. And I think
Yeah, I
that's the
know
beauty.
circumstance is circumstance, but
Yeah.
it's like years now.
Yeah. I mean, that's the beauty of America, though, man. Like, there is a government that I guess is trying, bro. Like, I don't want to get too crazy, man, because there's some people that's like some super anti-government people. But
Yeah,
at least on the outside, it seems like there's a force out there that's trying to help people, maybe. So it's just like, okay, like the government is trying to help, maybe. Okay, like let's get these people the help that they need. Let's get them food because everybody should be entitled to food, and But when you're dealing with 300 something million people or 200 something million people in the same country, it's like it's hard to feed 300 million people, man.
yeah.
It's 300 million people that have different work ethics, different situations, different circumstances. And it's not an easy thing to do that as a civilization of 300 something million people. So it's some people are gonna deal with those things, man. Let me ask you a question. What was the happiest moment in your life that you can remember? Or just give me a happy moment that you there's something that's coming to mind right now. So what is it?
Uh, that's actually a good question because I can't even recall any.
You can't recall anything.
Because lost my mom at 8 years old, literally day after Mother's Day. Then in 22, I lost my grandma,
Mm-hmm.
and like heck, I was at work. Like I couldn't work the rest of the day when I saw that post on Facebook from my sister telling me how she just lost her grandma. And I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah.
And then when I, start calling my aunt's the first thing she told me was calm down because she knows how loss can be triggering for me.
Sure, yeah. For anybody, yeah.
And I'm just like, huh. Like, long story short, I was the last to know about my grandma. As for my mom, well, my grandma's the one who came to my school to bring me to the hospital to see my mom right there on an autopsy table.
Mm.
So, yeah.
I mean, first of all, I'm sorry for your loss, man. I lost a parent at a young age too, so I understand. I can resonate with that. But like, has there been anything since then that has made you happy? You feel like nothing? Does you feel like it's just like since you lost your mom, it's just been hard to kind of like be happy?
Well, yeah, because me and her were like best friends.
Yeah.
Even though I was still like, I was still roughly around like 6 to 7.
Yeah.
Around then, and then I lost her when I turned 8.
Yeah.
And so basically, I didn't get to live out a full childhood. I had to,
You had to buckle down fast.
I had to skip a few segments.
Sure.
Which is why many people will be like, wow, you're so mature for your age, and this, that, and the third. I'm like, yeah, because life said, and that's what happened.
Yeah.
Life kicked me, and I was like, all right, fine, I'm going.
Yeah.
So, but other than that, I would say some semblance of a happy moment. I guess, I don't know, completing Army military police training. I guess, that's the most recent thing I did.
Yeah.
So I'd say that was a happy moment.
Sure.
Me, I grew up naturally quiet. So for me to be in an environment that has me having to turn up my volume, it was very difficult to do. Though I had some inspirational drill sergeants that, I want to say leveled with me and try to put it into perspective for me to say, hey, I get it. You grew up as a quiet child, you know, introverted, all that jazz. But
Yeah.
if you didn't want to, and I remember him like almost word for word. He said, like, who is your father? Like, did he serve? I'm like, yes, in World War II, which many people still can't believe that, but I have the picture of him in, you know, that era's uniform.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, like, if you're not doing this for yourself and you're doing it on behalf of someone else, make sure you be the best at it, and you know, make him proud. So like almost like what, few weeks, like every few days for like a length of almost a month,
Yeah.
he would always address me, and if I don't respond loud enough, he'll like, you know, make my company take a lap around the training area.
Right.
So everyone looking at me, and I'm like, heck.
Yeah.
So I had to sound off as loud as I could, given my quiet nature. And
Yeah.
once I said it satisfactory enough, he, you know, left us alone.
Do you practice like just like self-appreciation often? Or do you like how do you kind of like take a step back from your childhood and all the things that may have happened to you and just like, you know, you kind of being thrust through the doors of life at a young age because you lost a parent and you kind of had to mature fast. Like, do you ever have moments where you give yourself a little bit of grace? You know what I'm saying?
No. What I normally do is just, you know, play video games. Majority of the time would be Call of Duty when I had my console.
Mm-hmm.
And then since I have a love of cars, it would also be Forza as well. You know, because I was also a mechanic for 6 years and such.
Okay.
It would be those things, you know, a mixture of racing games, shooting games, or what they would call RPG games.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'd usually throw myself into video games and just, you know, as it says in the South Park intro, leave my world behind. So
Yeah, for sure, man. And like I said, I feel like video games, like that's a good way of kind of unwinding and, you know, forgetting about the world for a little minute. But I think it's important that you kind of be more intentional with your time in terms of just you and your situation and yourself as a person, and just kind of like really giving yourself a sense of being, you know, not saying that because you're playing video games, you're not a human, but I'm saying like, you know, just kind of like taking a step back, writing a journal entry or something, talking about some things that you want to do, some things that you're happy that you did, and, you know, maybe even talking to your mom, man, you know?
well, her birthday is coming up next month on the 3rd, so I have a long bike ride to the cemetery for that.
Where you going?
Cypress Hill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's a long uphill to get to the section she's buried at.
What do you think your mom wanted out of you? What do you think was important to give you?
Yeah, to just, you know, live life the best I can and, you know, continue being the good person that I am.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have a problem with being good and whatnot. You know, I've never had what they call a mean streak or a rebellious streak, because
Yeah.
who are we kidding? I grew up Caribbean. They don't mess with that.
Nah, definitely not.
So, you know, I've always been on the straight and narrow. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do any type of those type of extracurriculars for unnecessary reasons, because, you know, if we can't breathe in the fire, why are we smoking? So, and in terms of alcohol, I never found a point in it, so I never did it.
Yeah.
But I never did it for 2 reasons. 1, because it don't make sense to me, and 2, medical. So, yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
So I'm usually seen as the boring good guy to most women, especially in New York, specifically Manhattan.
yeah. Well, man, I think, bro, like, As long as you're focusing on yourself and bettering yourself, you don't need alcohol. You don't need any of them things. You're never gonna need them because you're good right where you're at. You're a good dude. Um, and I think it's important to understand, like I said, like you have to just offer the best version of yourself to a woman, bro. You know, and there will be a woman out there that's gonna take you in, whether it's in Manhattan, whether it's in another state, whatever the case may be. Like there'll be a woman out there for you, bro. You know, but you have to lock in. And it sounds very cliche, sounds very like, overset, but like it's true, man. Like you really just have to lock into your life. And I think you're doing it. And, like I said, I commend you for that, man. I do. You need to commend yourself for it. For real, man. That's where it starts, man.
Yeah, that's the thing I have problems with. I mean, my current class is teaching me how to do that. But
Yeah.
Still trying my best with it.
Yeah. But trying your best is good, man. If you genuinely feel like you're trying your best at something, then that's a good thing, man. Because what are you going to do besides try your best? If you really feel like that's what you're doing, then that's what you're doing. Don't get down on yourself, man. For real. Like, you're a good dude. There's going to be a woman out there that's going to love you for you, bro. Sounds very cliche, very The Notebook-esque, but for real, man, like, there'll be somebody. There'll be somebody. If a woman won't be there for you, I'll be here for you, man. No diddy, though. With all due respect. But for real, man, like I will.
Yeah, no problem. I'm just lost in my head sometimes.
Yeah, man, we all get lost in our heads, bro. We all do, man. Some days I wake up, bro, I don't know how I'm gonna feel, bro. About myself, about life. Some days I wake up, I'm like, what is actually even going on with me? Am I heading in the right direction? I start questioning everything, man. And
Yeah.
I think it all comes back to just like understanding that you're a human being and understanding that life is gonna throw a whole bunch of different things at you, but you gotta just trust that it's leading you in the right direction. As long as you got a good heart, a good mind, a good soul, a good spirit, you're gonna go in the right direction. As long as it's a positive direction, it's the right direction, man. I'm serious. I'm not a relationship coach. I'm not an expert on life, but in my experience, we both around the same age. Like, there'll be something out there for you. Just worry about Leon.
Yeah, because that's what I gotta do now. Just gotta worry about myself, get myself back to, back to where it was. Well, not where it was, but I mean, like, get back on track with what I plan to do. Because
Yeah.
if I don't, then, get stagnant, then I'll just fall back into like a high school routine. Just,
Yeah.
school, home, video games. That's it.
Yeah. I think there comes a time in a man's life where it's like you gotta kind of get over that phase, That can't be all. That can't be all, I think if that's what makes you happy and you're taking care of your responsibilities, you're taking care of your family, whatever the case may be, go ahead, do whatever you want, But if you gotta take care of yourself, man, the best thing you could do is just do activities that's gonna bring a more organic sense of life to you, man. Like riding a bike and talking to people and talking to maybe even therapists or family members about stuff. People that's willing to give you an ear, somebody that's willing to give you time. Because that's what I feel like, not to get super spiritual and religious, but man, I feel like that's what the intention of mankind is to be. That's how it all started, is just by giving people a life and surrounding them with other people and just giving people an opportunity to be human and get in touch with nature and get in touch with their environments, man, in a positive way, Video games is a beautiful invention, man. I played video games my whole life, man, but I don't know if it's going to help anyone get in touch with themselves, man. And I think in everybody's journey, if they're going through something, I feel like it's important to get in touch with themselves before anything else. If they're just drowning themselves in video games, man, you're not getting in touch with yourself, man. If you're using video games as an escape from reality and you're not addressing that reality in some way, shape, or form, like video games is gonna be a downfall, man.
Yeah, I mean,
You know?
it, there's one phrase that I remember Michael from GTA 5 saying is that
Yeah, you really play video games, bro.
it's just it's always good to do things in moderation.
Was he talking to his son when he was saying that?
I think it was either to him or Franklin. I can't remember.
Yo, bro, what's going on with GTA 6, man? You want to talk about video games? We can talk about video games. What's going on with GTA 6, man? They got to drop it.
Finally confirmed date of May 26th next year.
Yeah, you looking forward to it?
Well, considering all the good things I hear they're adding, like dynamic weather, like there'll actually be floodings and tsunamis and whatnot. And I'm like, wow, y'all said y'all want to bring real life to the games. Cool. Why didn't y'all do that with the fifth one?
Bro, let me tell you. I feel like
they want to say, oh, we were being rushed by Microsoft and Sony. I'm like, no, you weren't.
I feel like by the time GTA 7 comes out, we're gonna be in the game. Mic drop. I'm telling you, bro. I feel like by the time GTA 7 comes out, we're gonna be in the game, bro. Playing. Like, not actually shooting people and shit like that. But I'm talking about like VR. Like, we're gonna be immersed in Grand Theft Auto, man.
Oh, so like
And if you wanna go home and beat up a hooker, you can do it. Not with a video game. Like I'm talking about you got the headset on and you just bah, beating the shit out of a hooker, man. I feel like that's coming, man.
So that reminds me of the movie Ready Player One.
Exactly. All those intrusive things that you think about that you probably shouldn't think about, you should probably get some therapy on, that you want to do. I think you're gonna do it in GTA 6, man. You want to, like, if you're in traffic and you feel like just cursing somebody out without any consequences, you're gonna do that shit in GTA 7, bro. You're gonna be able to do it, man.
Yeah.
100%.
Because that's what I call a safe space to do it.
Oh man,
that is what I would say a safe space. Like, hey, you want to let go of your intrusive thoughts? Boom, here's GTA 5.
Boom, beat up a fucking stripper. Which, if you're intrusively thinking about, let me just make this clear. If you're intrusively thinking about beating up a stripper, I need to go get some help, man. But unless she owes you money, like I feel like anyone that owes you money or anyone that disrespects your family, man or woman, like if a stripper's like running out with like a couple $100, she ain't giving no lap dance or nothing like that, boy, you gotta chase after that shit. You know what I'm saying? You might have to put hands on it. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, But you can do it in GTA 7, You can do it in GTA 7.
Like, you can do it in GTA 5 too, but me,
No, but I'm talking about GTA 7, like I'm talking about the VR, dog. I'm talking about you're gonna be in the game and you're gonna be physically doing this. Because after a while, this is like, that's why they're coming out with VRs, because this, the button pushing and shit, and that only got so much time left, bro. You eventually are gonna have to be in the game for people to kind of, and that's kind of scary, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like, bro, like you really, like if you want to really carjack somebody, and forget even GTA, bro, Call of Duty, if you want to like be in a war, just fucking be in a war. You just go, all right, I'm in North Korea now. All right, cool. I got Korean dudes shooting at me. I got to go kill Kim Jong-un. Like you'll be in the game doing it, bro.
I mean, now I see on Facebook, like they're coming out with like VR treadmills, so you don't knock anything down in your house. So you're walking, but you're also walking in the game, but you don't mess up your living space or anything wherever you set it up.
Yeah, but how do you run? You just like jog it in place?
Essentially, it's like a treadmill. Yeah, VR treadmill. I've seen it. It's on.
I'm not saying you like the idea. Well, if you're gonna do it, just go to a park and do it. What do you gotta put on a headset? You know what I'm saying? Why do you gotta put on a headset to run on a treadmill? For that, just jog in place without the headset.
Well, it's like a treadmill system where your movement on it moves the character in the game. So
Okay.
yeah, so far they've tested it with that Sniper Elite game, where you're like,
So you're role playing as somebody on the treadmill?
yeah, like you have the VR headset on with the controllers.
Just be the person on the treadmill. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just be the person on a treadmill. If you're gonna do all that, like it's one thing. Okay, maybe you're gonna have in the game where there's like there's like a sunset, like you're in a beautiful house somewhere, and it's like maybe the view is better. But like really, bro, if I'm gonna throw in a VR headset, I'm trying to be in North Korea, bro.
Well,
I'm trying to be in North Korea, like trying to murder the president of North Korea. With all due respect, Kim Jong-un, like that's what I would try to do. You know, like I'm not, and this is me personally. I'm not knocking anyone that's VR treadmilling, but yo, I just think it's like, bro, what is the point, man? Like just jog in place, man.
No, like when I say it's a VR treadmill, meaning like it's like part of the controller system. So like, for example, you're playing Sniper Elite 5, for example, and you're like in, World War II Germany, trying to complete a mission. Like you can physically move around and do so. You can look around with the VR headset, look at all the different details of the buildings and whatnot, and so on and so forth. And basically, it's kind of like how they did Mirror's Edge in like a kind of a first-person viewpoint, and that's basically what it turns the game into. It turns it into, goes from the third person into first person.
Yeah.
And I think that concept is cool, but, again, currently being tested. Some people have already bought it and said, they like it, like, looking at the reviews on it or whatever.
Okay. I mean, I guess that's cool.
Yeah, but
I guess it saves you money on the treadmill or whatever, but like, yo, people are gonna start doing VR workouts with fake weights. Like you're gonna have a fake $30 fucking dumbbell, and you're just acting like that shit is heavy. But maybe that's a good idea though. Imagine like a VR headset that comes with like these weights. But for that, just go to the gym, bro. You know what I'm saying? Or have a home gym. I don't know, bro. VR kind of. Listen, bro. If I'm not doing VR and I'm not doing VR GTA 7 and I'm beating up strippers, you know what I'm saying? If I can't do it in real life, I don't want to do it on VR. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I look at it. But I hope I hope if you want to do the treadmill thing, I hope that works for you, man. Or whoever else wants to do VR treadmills.
Yeah, but I don't got space in my house to do that. So
yeah, bro.
I don't mess with VR. I mean, sure, in the game Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, they had, they had a sailor there just, getting their shooting training on, the controller and the headset on. And I'm just like, that is a cool concept.
Yeah.
Too bad we're partially close to that. Because in the Army boot camp, when I was going for like rifle qualifications, we had something similar to that. Like where you'll have real M4 rifles, but they're like hooked up to this like computer shooter training system. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, they're close. Like they're close.
Yeah, bro.
And I'm just thinking to myself like, oh, so that's where they got that from.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Word. Yo, man.
I mean,
it's gonna be VR war soon, man.
Yeah, at least no loss of life.
Yo, but honestly, I think if I'm Vladimir Putin and I want to just get some shit off my chest, want to just like assert my dominance and not actually try to nuke somebody, I just throw on the VR, bro. I throw on the VR. I put like who does Putin hate? Trump or who? I don't pay attention. Maybe Ukrainian people. He could go ahead and do that, bro. I'm not advocating for it. I think that would be very fucked up. But I guess it's better than doing it in real life.
Yeah.
You throw on the headset and you're just like, doing what you. And maybe that's a way to just relieve stress, bro. And then you don't have to go to war. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, bro. I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest with you, bro. I have no idea what I'm saying, man. I'm just free balling. But on the real though, like, I feel like that's what VR should really be used for, man. World peace, man.
Yeah. But right now, with how things are going, all I can say is that the book in the Bible called Revelations, that's where we're at now.
Yeah.
We're not on the last chapter, but we're in that section.
Yeah.
So, all I could say is just, we got to be careful and read the word.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest with you, bro. I'm Jewish, man, so I never read the Bible. I don't know much about the Bible. But
I
I'm
mean,
sure there's some
I think they have what is it called? The
Torah.
Torah, yeah.
Yeah, man. We got the Torah, man. Yeah, I don't know much about that either. I was too poor for a bar mitzvah. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know much about that either.
Mm.
But I'll be honest, like religion, like when you really look into it and you go like as far back in time as humanly possible, they all talk about the same shit.
Yeah.
It's just different
Same thing,
methods,
different
exactly. So I feel like just going off that alone, I tend to be more of a spiritual guy in terms of just like universe and stuff like that. Not like a Scientologist or atheist, but just like believing in the universe and stuff. Believing that everybody has a purpose and shit like that. I think if you really go back in time, everybody's fighting about nothing, bro. I'll be honest, like, and I say that respectfully, like, I know there's people that are really hardcore, people that practice in faith and believe in it and it works for them. But like, what are we really talking about, bro? What are we really doing? Can we just take a step back, and just be like, okay, you believe in the fat guy, I believe in the dude with the beard and the 1970s, rock star haircut. You believe in this guy, like, okay, that's cool. Why does it have to be such a divide? Can we all just believe in the universe and humanity and good and stuff like that? Why does it have to be? But people just want to be different and are just adamant about being different and think that they're more superior to other people. And that's the problem, bro. Like, why am I more superior than somebody else? Nobody is more superior than anybody else. The second that everybody's able to zoom out and be like, yo, we're all just regular people, that's the quicker we're gonna get, just understand that we don't gotta just do the things that we're doing in the world, man. Like it's a fucked up thing, man.
I mean, sadly, the storyline of Halo also brings up that point. Like, we don't all come together until there's something trying to take us all out.
Who said that?
Like, it was in the storyline of Halo. Like not like when I say storyline, I don't mean like per game. I mean it's
talk about the guy that was like,
no, I'm talking about like in the lore aspect, like
got it.
In the year 2500s and up, or late 2400s.
Got it.
Leading up to when we first experienced the Covenant, and thankfully, mankind had already spread out into the stars and all that good stuff. What Musk wants us to eventually get to.
Yo, man.
But
where's Master Chief at, man? we need that motherfucker right now. Y'all be honest, if Master Chief was really alive, these dudes wouldn't be fucking around. Putin wouldn't be fucking around, bro. All these guys, Israel, all these countries, bro, motherfuckers wouldn't be fucking around if Master Chief was here. Because if you bring Master Chief, if it's Master Chief, Trump, Putin, and the Israeli dude, if you put them all on a fucking circle and you have them like really like chop it up, Master Chief, he gonna put his dick on the table, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. He's gonna be like, yo, I'm strapped up, bro. I got spaceships. I got everything, man. Like y'all ain't gonna play around. You know what I'm saying? And as Trump, Trump could be, well, Master Chief, I don't know if it's gonna work that way. He could do all that bullshit he wants. Yo, Master Chief's not playing that shit, bro. I'm telling you, man. Master Chief, he'll end he'll end all the wars. And but he would though, because that's part of his character, literally, like he is a peaceful guy. He wants peace,
Yeah, but overall, all the stuff that happens in the Halo games, it's basically Earth versus another species out there.
Yeah.
Because, the military is called UNSC, United Nations Space Command. So in other words, some point in time, about almost 400 to 500 plus years from now, United Nations becomes that.
Yeah.
But
let me make sure we're rolling here. All right, for sure.
But yeah, like overall, according to the lore, there was insurrectionists and insurrections happening like on different planets, and a certain Dr. Catherine Halsey, she developed the Spartan program where, sure, people didn't like how she started it, but they're thankful that she did start it in the end because, when the Covenant found us, most planets were left unprepared. So when they called in the Spartans, they come from, dropping in from orbit like ODSTs or today's airborne units come dropping in and to repel all the Covenant that showed up. I mean, the worst, according to the lore, the worst hit planets was Harvest from Halo Wars and Reach from Halo Reach. Because apparently they were trying to stop, I guess they were trying to stop Master Chief from, taking off from the planet or whatever the case may be. Yeah. I don't fully understand what the Covenant came to Reach searching for, but I guess they came to stop the creation of Cortana or something. But long story short, in the end, the Spartans was pivotal in terms of, stopping us from going extinct. Because the Covenant was stopping at nothing. Until in Halo 3, we came across the Flood, then it's like, oh, this thing could eat all of us.
What?
So we teamed up with a subsection of the Covenant called the Elites, or Sanghelis, and we teamed up to help stop the spread of the Flood when they sadly found Earth.
So where do you think we are right now in society as a human species in the Halo verse? Like if we were in the video game right now, are we like kind of like going towards like Halo 2? Are we going towards Halo 3? Where we at?
I would say we're slowly but surely building up to reach Halo Wars 1 because there was 2 parts to that one.
Pardon me, boy. Nice sweater.
Thank you, man.
Oh, classic movie, boy. One of the best. Ever watch White Man Can't Jump?
Yes.
Great movie, boy. Great movie, man. Great movie, man. Wesley Snipes, man. Shout out Wesley Snipes, man, if you're watching this. Anyway, go ahead, bro. My bad.
But yeah, like according to where we are now, I would say we're slowly but surely leading up to the events that led to like, a small story called Forward Onto Dawn, which was that moment between Halo 3 to 4, where we escaped the Ark after it, went kaboom to stop the Ark from being able to create more Halo rings, which are super extinction level event weapons that can clean galaxies of life in terms of combating the Flood. The Flood literally will eat anything. Like their spores can literally, zero out a tree of all things.
So that's where we're at? Think?
I mean, we're still developing our ability to go to space, so.
Right.
Slowly but surely getting there. If anything, we're reaching closer to the events of the Mass Effect trilogy, if anything, because 2100s, that's closer than 2500s. So,
Mass Effect trilogy.
Yeah, that's Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3. And if most people would argue with me saying Mass Effect Andromeda is not the 4th one, but it's Mass Effect. Now, to switch gears, Mass Effect Andromeda, compared to the first 3, basically shows what happened while some were escaping from Earth and other galaxies with life in the universe to basically escape the torment of the Reapers, which is giant ship-like machines that wanted to, I guess you could say, catalog all of life.
Yeah.
Wipe us all out and let us naturally rebuild again, like starting back from like single cell organisms all the way up to like, repeating life essentially.
Is your favorite video game Halo?
It's one of many. Like I like a good game with a good storyline. Like God of War is another one.
God of War. Somebody told me I look like, was it God of War? Somebody told me I look like one time, because I kind of have a bald head. Somebody told me I look like somebody from God of War.
Oh, Kratos?
Kratos, man. Yeah, bro. And you know, for me, it kind of took me a step. I took a step back, and I was like, "That's fucked up, man," because I still got hair, bro. You know what I'm saying? But like
Nah, like
when I
his-
looked at the picture, I'm like, "Oh, okay." You know, he's big dude. He's got a nice little beard. It's okay. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. You know. What are some lookalikes? People said you look like somebody.
I've never been told.
Let me look. Let me see. Yeah, I don't know who you look like, man. But that's a good thing, man. You want to look like Leon. You don't want to look like nobody else, man. You definitely don't want to look like Kratos, man. I guess. I don't want to be bald forever, man.
I mean, Kratos is a good guy. He just,
He's a good guy. Ah, that's cool.
yeah, he just went through a lot of, crap between him and the Greek gods.
Why?
Where, like, literally the death of his family, or as far as he thought, was orchestrated by, what's her name? It's one of those Greek goddesses. I forgot her name. I think it's Athena.
Athena. I swear to God, I was gonna say Athena.
Yeah,
It's the only one I know.
yeah. That it was orchestrated by Athena through the command of Zeus, or or whoever was actually responsible.
Yeah.
But then again, Zeus was dealing with the giants, like Kronos, Gaia, and all of those others, where Kronos, to keep him at bay, he basically had to keep feeding that guy firstborns for some weird reason.
Damn.
Yeah, for some reason they had to keep sacrificing newborns.
Yo, man, why were people back in like the fucking 1300s so fucking weird, bro? like even before that, bro. Why are these people so fucking strange, man? Like the shit that people used to do for entertainment, bro. It's like, did that really have to go down like that, bro? Like what is really going on that y'all had to be feeding each other's babies to people, bro? Like it was never that serious. Like I understand there's no showers and everybody stinks, but it's like you guys don't have to go to these like
Extremes.
measures, man. These extremes. It's like, damn, man.
Yeah, I mean, heck, if we think that was bad, Mayans and Aztecs was worse.
What they used to do.
Oh, live sacrifices, just because it's an eclipse. They're like, oh
Shit.
no, the gods are angry, they took out the sun.
Oh damn, it's nighttime. I gotta kill the baby, man.
Like, you ever seen
Shit.
the movie? You ever seen the movie Apocalypto? That's what that talked about.
Yeah. Shit, man. Is that the one with Mel Gibson?
Nah. Apocalypto had that like Hispanic looking dude, and like his small village was raided by a stronger, more basically I think those were the Aztecs.
Okay.
Like they was raided, and then all the men were killed, and some of the women were captured to, I guess you could say, bring into the fold of their civilization. And
So it was like a woman-ran society?
No. Like it was men in charge, just that, kind of like a Viking situation where
Okay.
pillaging and all that stuff.
Yeah, them Vikings were weird too, bro. Dudes used to wear horns on their heads and shit like that. Anyone that's willing to put on a horn helmet, man, I ain't trusting that dude, bro. For real, man. I ain't gonna trust that dude at all, man.
Yeah, but different cultures, different things, or as they used to say, different strokes for different folks.
Strokes for different folks. Who came up with that one?
I have no idea, but it's stuck. It caught on like a flash, like the Monster Mash. So
Different strokes for different folks. I think that was just a phrase because it rhymes.
Probably.
Yeah, because I don't even understand. Because when you think of the word strokes,
Yeah.
I only think of a few things, man. I'm thinking of in the pool. I'm thinking of like in the bedroom. And I'm thinking of like somebody dying of a stroke.
Yeah.
So what does that even mean? Different strokes for different folks.
I don't know.
You know?
All I know is that it does make sense to a degree when you think about it. Like, for example, Muslim cultures have, the women have to be always fully covered unless they're
Yeah.
at home, which is fine. Sadly, I think some women should do that these days, and sadly, times two, mainly and majority women of my color, because
You feel like it's sad that they gotta do that?
no, like I'm saying it's a good thing that they do that, but to that level, that's kind of extreme. I mean, dress properly, sure, yeah, that's that's what needs to happen more these days instead of less clothing. I mean, you have girls out there going to clubs looking like they just, I don't know, threw something on and said they looked really, really cute and said, I'm gonna go clubbing today. Yet nighttime temperatures say 43.
Listen, boy. Facts. Listen, bro. I'm all for women doing whatever makes them feel great in their own bodies, comfortable in their own skin.
Yeah, but at least be practical.
But,
That's,
bro,
that's all
I mean,
I'm saying.
damn,
Be
like,
practical.
you're in the
Like,
club and I see your nipples. It's like, all right. I mean, I'm not mad at it. It's just like, you
it's
know.
a bit too much. It's like you're there to have a
little,
good
little
time.
overexposed, a little bit, you know. Like, there's other ways to, like, back in the day, you had to take a woman from the club to see her nipples. Now, they just showing it to you there. It's like, all right,
Yeah,
half
it's
the
like-
work's already done for me,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah, that's why clubs are dying.
Shit, boy, you couldn't catch me in the club, man.
Me, I've never been to one, so
You're not missing nothing, bro. You're not missing nothing, boy. Motherfuckers will charge you $1,200 for a bottle. You get the liquor store for $48, bro. Oh, but there's lights. But a woman with a fake ass is gonna bring it out to you, and you got your own little couch. Man, fuck the clubs, man. Fuck the clubs, man. That shit was the biggest waste of money. Oh, and then we're gonna give you a hookah. Then we're gonna give you a hookah pipe so you can fucking get lung cancer. Yeah, that was the clubs, bro. That was the clubs. And there was an era where I loved being in the clubs for certain reasons, but man, like I feel like once you hit 30, bro, ain't gonna be in the clubs no more, man. That's it, bro. You know what I'm saying?
The only club I would see myself getting into is if it's like, I don't know, a car club or something.
Hell yeah, that's a real man's club right there. Car, like real gentleman shit, man. Go to a car club.
I
You
mean,
interested in the cars? You said you was a mechanic for a little bit.
yeah,
Nice.
done it for 6 years, but would continue doing it. But my tools are currently back in the other state I was staying at for a while because
Yeah.
can't carry tools on a plane. So,
Yep.
but
But what if they needed a mechanic in case some shit was going wrong with the plane, man? Then they're gonna be asked out. Not everything has to be thought of as a weapon, man. That's the fucking problem, bro.
yeah,
Because if I really wanted to murder somebody on the plane, I could do it with a fucking book. You know what I'm saying? They allow books on the plane. I could fucking take a book and hit somebody over the head hard enough, they gonna bleed out. You know what I'm saying? So anything could be a weapon. So you're telling me I can't bring a fucking screwdriver onto a plane because I could stick it in somebody's throat and kill him? What if I wanted to fix the engine? What if I wanted to be a hero, man? You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. There goes my intrusive thoughts, bro. There goes my intrusive thoughts, man, you know? What's up, guys? How you doing? Have a great day. Take care. It's that easy to talk to people, bro. It's that easy. So I have social anxiety, believe it or not, which is why this is like half the reason why I'm doing this. But like sometimes it's just like, bro, shit is just anxiety, bro. It's such an illusion. Like your social anxiety will tell you can't do something or say something or go up to somebody and do something in public because you can't, because somebody's gonna think something. But it's like, it's really all an illusion, bro, because I'm sitting in the park right now with 2 cameras on me like I'm some sort of fucking celebrity and watching people walk by, and I'm talking to people that I don't know. This person could be a serial killer. I'm talking to him. You know what I'm saying? I feel like anxiety is just like really a construct, but it's so hard to break out of it, bro. Like you need to like really like, some people have to take medication. Some people got to train themselves. Some people got to change their habits. But really, it's really like an illusion, bro. It's really just an illusion based off of something that you went through at some point, and maybe you can't, like, do you have anxiety at all?
only when it comes to heights. I mean, I'm not scared to get on a plane, but it's like, for example, in boot camp, I had to climb that dreaded Eagle Tower, and that's 70 feet straight up.
Uh-huh.
So to look down over the edge of that, and then they tell you have to rappel down like you was SWAT. Yeah, that was daunting.
Yeah, that could be. That's a little.
And for the crazy part, that I had to essentially do it twice because I dropped halfway before belay down on the ground caught me.
Yeah.
And then I adjusted myself and then rappelled normally.
Yeah.
I got down to the ground. Drill sergeant said, "You know that don't count, right?" I was like, "Ah." So
Yeah.
I was like, well, back up I go.
Yeah.
So I went back up, and then I did it properly that time.
Just constant things will happen, bro.
Yeah, but
That's why I got to keep trying, man.
Yeah, but at least my drill sergeants didn't have to like get in my face just for me to step over the edge.
Yeah, what is it with drill sergeants? They got to get up in your grill, man.
I mean,
I just did 40 push-ups. Now you want to fucking throw your hot breath in my face? Come on, bro. Understand. We got to be built tough, but you know,
yeah,
like, bro, like that's a little bit too much. What's the hardest thing you had to do in training?
Gas chamber. The gas chamber. You know.
Yeah. What was that? Explain that.
Basically, gas chamber is just to show you, hey, in case of a gas attack, your gas mask will actually do as advertised. And it was working. Till they said, mask up. And then wait till you feel it. Once everyone's mask is off, and if someone hesitates and keeps theirs on, you're there until they take it off.
Oh, hell no.
And then they let you out. So
shit.
So luckily, we had no one who hesitated. Everyone was like, we came to a unanimous agreement while we were lined up. We said, hey, do not hesitate.
Right.
They tell you take it off. So we're just standing there in line, waiting for them to tell us, like, break the seal and lift your mask. And then immediately you feel your skin tingle. You're like, the hell is the net? Immediate oxygen.
No, bro, that was a good fucking fake cough you just did, bro.
Then immediate
you practice
oxygen.
that, bro?
Well, I mean,
that was perfect. I don't even know if I could do that if I tried to, man. That was pretty good, bro. I ain't gonna lie, man. But damn, gas chamber?
Yeah,
that's tough, bro.
That is the one surefire way to know that you will not have a stuffy nose ever again.
What was the gas?
It's just like some calm stuff. Like, I think they said it was like CS gas.
Or CS gas? Oh, like tear gas?
Yeah, something like that. Oh. But boy, that burned.
Oh, yeah, I can imagine.
Gracious. Like, I went in there, we stepped in there, mask is on. I'm already feeling my skin burning on like the parts that ain't covered by the mask. I'm like, oh, I'm about to have a coughing fit.
Oh. Yeah, bro.
It's different when you're watching it on like on YouTube with Fort Benning TV about, you know, making of a soldier's segment that they did, and it's just like when you get there yourself, you're like,
you want to know what's worse than a gas chamber? Being in a fucking hot box car where you got 4 of your homeboys that smoke weed and you don't even smoke, and they got all the windows rolled up, and you're not trying to get high, and then you just fucking get high. Or actually, I'll tell you what's worse than the gas chamber. All the fucking windows of a car is rolled up and somebody lets off a fucking fart. That's the worst type of gas chamber, you know. I don't want to say the worst type of gas chamber, but that's one of the worst. I pop on like, people, bro.
That's what I call vehicular Dutch oven.
Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, man. I used to get mad when I was driving. You can ask my friends, bro. I would get so mad if my fucking friends farted in the car when I'm driving and the windows are rolled up. Yo, bro. I be wanting to kill one. I be wanting to kill one of these motherfuckers, bro. That shit is disgusting, man. That shit is Yo, bro, I don't know what it is with dudes. Like, they gotta, like, rip farts and they think that shit is cool. That shit has never been cool to me, bro. That shit has never been cool to me, bro. I can't stand being around dudes that just rip them off. I don't give a fuck. You call me a bitch, whatever you want to call me, bro. I don't like when people fart in front of me, bro. It's disgusting. I don't even try to do it in front of my wife. But I will say this, when women fart in front of you, that shit's pretty cool, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Because most of them try to hide it. It's like, come on, you're a human being.
Can't hide a human body, bro. Can't hide
like, yeah, gas is natural. Just, be mindful.
Man, listen, I remember the first time my woman farted in front of me, bro. I was like a proud dad, bro. It's like my kid just graduated from high school, man, for real. To be honest, man, that shit was a moment. I'll never forget that moment, man. I said, oh. You know, that's just like beautiful, man. I almost shed a tear, man. I don't know if it's from the smell or it's from the fact that she did it, bro, but I almost shed a tear, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. You know? But I gotta get up out of here, man. My lady's actually waiting for me to pick her up from work. I'm looking at the only way I knew I had to get out of here, so I'm looking at your watch. I'm like, oh, it's almost 3:30. Yeah, I gotta bounce. Yo, Leon, it's been a pleasure, man. I'll get your number after this. You have Instagram?
Yeah, I do.
No doubt. So I'll get your gram, I'll get your number, and we'll and are you okay with some of the stuff getting posted?
It doesn't matter to me.
Okay, cool. I just gotta ask.
Because, it's the public. You know?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. But I gotta ask in case people don't want it. Yeah, I don't want to get into no legal trouble. But not for real, man. But I appreciate your time, man. And everything that we spoke about, like, I think I really want you to try to put into fruition, man. But you know, we was able to at least laugh and shit and talk.
That's my Instagram.
Wolf North fan, no doubt. Yeah, follow the Brooklyn bench. The Come on, dog. You watch NFL?
No, not really.
No, okay. I saw that on your feed. I was like, oh, that's cool. Boom. All right, man. Appreciate your time, man.
Yeah.
For real. Keep grinding. Keep doing what you gotta do. Focus on yourself. Focus on your mental clarity, and the right type of person is gonna eventually come into your life, man.
Yeah.
You know? But like I said, if you ever need to talk to somebody, but we can chop it up. I'll give you my number on Instagram. We could talk whenever. You know what I'm saying? You feel better? A little bit? Like your day's a little bit better?
Yeah, a little bit light.
No doubt, bro. That's what it's all about, man. Appreciate you, boy.
Yeah, take it easy.
You too, man. Get home safe.
Yeah.
How far you live from here?
Nostrum, so
Nostrand?
yeah.
Oh,
it's a
okay.
Short life.
Yeah, that's not bad.